Hey friend, I'm back with another mini verse series 4 cafe ball. And today we have a pinhole right here. And this pinhole is going to get you the watermelon sorbet. So let's open up our ball and see all the things that come in it. Firstly, we have the watermelon, the star of the show. And next we have the cutest watermelon bowl I have ever seen in my life. I love this so much. And in this Stay Fresh blind bag, we have a herb. I think this is supposed to be mint, if I'm not mistaken. This will be a decoration for our watermelon sorbet. And now opening up our utensils, we first have our tweezer and we have two spoons. One of them go perfectly with our watermelon bowl. And our resin for today is coconut cream and it comes in this adorable can. And now we can start making our watermelon sorbet, which literally you just dig out the watermelon, mix in the coconut cream, put it back in the watermelon, and top it with that mint leaf. And you're basically all set. So we're going to start digging out the watermelon from the shell and adding it into the bowl. The texture of this watermelon reminds me of kinetic sand. It sticks together, but it's also really soft. So I'm finishing digging it out right now, adding it into the bowl. We have a nice empty watermelon shell. And now we can grab our coconut cream and add it into the watermelon. And this coconut cream is thick, so I have to use the spoon to scoop some out. And watch, it doesn't even come off of the spoon. I'm like trying to throw it on there. It's just so stuck because it's a really thick mixture. So I'm just taking a big scoop and kind of guessing if that's enough, and then I'm going to mix it and see if it really is enough. And this is a little harder to mix because the watermelon is so sticky. And then you have the thick cream. It's like such a weird combination. But once you get the mixing going, then it's very easy to mix after that. And the watermelon becomes less sticky and more of like a creamy consistency. And so I do have to add more coconut cream. And since my other spoon is filled with watermelon, I'm grabbing my silver spoon here and adding in the coconut cream. And then I'm going to just continue to mix until it's a consistency like sorbet or kind of like creamy. So you can see now that it is getting to that creamy consistency. So I'm just going to stir it up a bit more before I go ahead and add it back into the watermelon shell. Okay, that looks so yum. Now it's time to scoop it back into the watermelon shell. And it still is a little sticky, so I'm just kind of scraping it in there, but I am trying to scrape the bowl clean so that I can get as much of that watermelon mixture back into the shell. And now that I've got it all in, all that's left to do is try to make that swirl that they have in the picture. And so I'm attempting here to use my spoon and kind of swirl my mixture around to make it look really pretty and delicious. That looks really good. So now I can grab my mint leaf. And the instructions say to trim it up a bit before we put it into our sorbet. So I'm cutting off the lower leaves and then I'm going to cut off the stem because it's really long. And once it's cut like that, I can stick it into my sorbet mixture and it just makes a really cute topper and adds that pop of color to my watermelon sorbet. And for my finishing touch, I'm going to add my silver spoon into my watermelon sorbet. I think that looks really cute. Let's do a little side by side. Yeah, I think I kind of nailed it. I love it. So now I'm going to grab my light and I'm going to dry my watermelon sorbet. If you don't have a UV light, take it outside to the sun. We officially finished making our watermelon sorbet. I am so happy with how it turned out. I have a few more cafe series balls to make, so check back in to see those. Catch you in the next one. Bye.